What is up, ladies and gentlemen? You're watching Bruddc Entertainment. We've got a special guest in the house today. Up and coming rising star comedian. Goes by the name of Just P. Boom! How's it going, my man? You good? Yeah, bless, bro. Bless. No
Thank you
issues.
for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Welcome, man. Always welcoming up and coming stars, bro. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, then, my man. What
So,
got you into comedy?
comedy, so life,
Yeah.
man.
Life, yeah,
Life in general has been hard. I've been jumped through some obstacles.
yeah.
I've had some good times, had some bad times. And you know what? The hardest time I've had through my life, last was what's got me through it. Like,
Wow.
especially during COVID,
Yep.
like, man was by himself watching the news. It's driving me crazy. I had to turn that stuff off.
Yep.
And it's got to the point I was like, do you know what? If I don't laugh, I'm going to cry.
Yep.
And when I
Definitely.
laugh, it makes me feel better. I want to make other people feel better. So the
Yep.
P is for positivity.
Wow. I like that, bro. I like that. So just positivity, yeah.
Just positivity.
And how long have you been doing stand up for, my man?
Do you know what? If you see me, you'll be surprised. And we're doing it for just over a year now.
Just
Just over a
over a
year.
year. Wow, wow. So what brought you out of it then, Ran? It must have been something on your mind that you wanted to do for a long time, and then obviously you just built the courage up somehow to do it.
So we had a conversation a bit earlier off camera, and you were
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about how you got to a point where you think, you know what, you're gonna write something funny. So for a couple of years, I've been writing little stories and making little videos, but never sharing them with anyone.
yeah, yeah.
But then kind of like when COVID happened, and I was like, I thought, wow, let me look at my bucket list.
Mhm.
I'm 40 years old, yeah, and I can't afford to have a midlife crisis. What I'm gonna do? I thought, well, do you know what? I'm gonna do like a Netflix special, do
Yeah,
stand up, but
yeah,
how can me? I'm not even that funny. How am I going to do stand up? And I went to watch some live stand up locally,
yeah,
and
yeah,
some people were good, a lot of them wasn't. I'm like, if that's the bar to do stand up, then I can do that.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
did it, and from the very first time I did it, people came up to me afterwards and said, "I'll pay money to come and see you. Yeah, you're raw, and you need some work on your techniques, but like what you're doing and how you're doing it is different. We want to see more of that." And these are people who've been doing comedy for years. It really inspired me. To, no, you know what? I'll do more. So just carry on doing it, and I've done documentaries, TV shows.
Yeah.
I do like 150 gigs in a year now, so
A
I'm
hundred
a
and fifty.
hard,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. And where can people find you if they want to find you on social media and everything, my man?
So it's Just P Jokes on Facebook, Just
Just,
P Jokes on Instagrams, and Just P Jokes on YouTube. Don't do Twitter. Allow that.
fair enough. What you got? What you got against Twitter then?
Just words, man. People just chatting rubbish.
Oh yeah, I
Doesn't have to
suppose. I
be
suppose.
true. Doesn't have to
I,
be true. You can
yeah,
write what you want, and
yeah.
no
To,
repercussions.
to be
No.
to be fair, like I would class myself as quite like up to date with technology, but Twitter's something like I just don't understand it. It's just weird. Like it's just weird. So many people say, "Oh, you got to get Twitter and everything like that." And I'm just like, "Oh, I just don't understand it. I wouldn't know what to do." I'm just like, "What do I do?" It's just tweeting business going on, man. So it's just
Yeah.
it's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy. So, my
I
man,
just don't do that.
so who would you say is influ who would you say your major influences are in terms of the comedy world and stand up and stuff like that?
Do you know what? I've been thinking about it because when you do what you do, you don't really understand what influences you. So I've
Mhm.
actually taken time to look at and think about what's influenced me.
Mhm.
And it's my family. My family influenced me. I've got come from a family of people who do great and wonderful things, and they do
Yep.
it because they want to.
Okay.
No one tells them they can't. They just do it.
Mhm.
Now, a lot of people say my comedy style is quite unique in the
Yep.
things I do. Where did it come from?
Mhm.
And my actual comedy style isn't actually from comedy. It's from hip hop and rap music.
Okay.
So like the Wu Tang, the Busta Rhymes, the Missy Elliott's, the Little Kims, the
Mhm.
way they carry themselves on stage is
Mm.
kind of similar to how I want to bring that energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to be uplifted. Don't get me wrong, not everything I talk about is positive,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's maybe in a funny spin.
Mhm.
But I just want to enjoy myself. So that's what I do. I go out there and enjoy myself.
Fair play.
So
Fair play.
I've met quite a few comedians over the probably the last year who I've been watching for years and years and years and years and years and thinking, oh, these guys are heavy. And I'm performing with them. And it's been an absolute blessing. Like I've been Slim. I'm at Axel last year before he was on Britain's Got Talent.
Okay.
Yuri Styler, Cat B,
Mhm.
Quincy the Comedian, Junior Simpson. Like, yeah, I've met these people and worked with them, and it's inspirational. But I
Yeah, I
want to do
bet.
me. I don't want to be like anyone else.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you. So what's it like then trying to find new material constantly, trying to perform different acts? And obviously like what is it? What's it the fear factor? I want to know about that first time you stepped up and said started spitting your bars, bro, because that for me, bro, is a tough one. Stand up's a tough gig, bro.
Do you know what? You got to put, I've got a link to my video and I can send it to you of the very, very first time I'm on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was different.
Mhm.
Like I actually felt quite cool, you know. And up
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
I thought, yeah, I'm doing my stuff. I
Mhm.
wasn't actually that nervous,
Yeah.
but like the adrenaline when I walked off stage just hit me, and it was mad. It was mad. But when you want to get that first laugh,
Yeah.
you know you're cool.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, I went in there with something different, and people were like surprised. And I'm like, yeah,
Fair play, fair play, fair
I
play.
landed.
So how does the audience react then to your? Because I noticed I had a little look at your stuff and it is quite different. It's quite interactive as well with the audience as well. So how did the audience take to that sort of?
So it's something I've developed over obviously the last year is
Hmm.
audience interactions
Hmm.
because what I saw was a lot of comedians, especially new comedians, they're afraid of the audience,
Hmm.
and I wanted to make that weakness my strength. So
Yeah,
that's what I went with.
yeah,
And as much as I do talk to the audience, it's quite controlled in what they can and can't do in the
yeah.
sense of way I ask a question,
Hmm.
and I just have fun with it. Like
Yeah,
it gets them off their seat, literally gets them off their seat, gets them involved. And when
yeah,
people are involved, it's
yeah,
easy to get the buy-in. So that's what I do.
yeah,
But new material. So at the moment, I'm in the process of writing some new stuff.
yeah,
And what you think funny to yourself and what
yeah.
people think is funny is two different things. So it can be quite hard.
Hmm.
However, people buy into the person more than the material, to be fair.
100%, 100.
So if you can get people like enjoying you or involved into what you're doing,
Hmm.
then they're more likely to laugh at your stuff.
Yeah,
But I record most of my acts and watch it over and over again. And if people laugh, I want to laugh. And sometimes people laugh at places where I didn't even think it was funny themselves.
yeah.
I'm like, do you know what? Take note of that, and I use that going forward.
New material and finding new sort of and just obviously trying to engage with audiences and stuff. And where was we? It was where was we were about there, weren't we? About that.
Yeah, yeah. Just saying that it might be tough, but once people buy into you, it makes it a little bit easier. The
Okay,
most
okay.
important thing is to review your material, record yourself,
Okay.
watch it, watch the people laugh because sometimes they laugh with people don't expect them to laugh.
Yeah,
And once you learn that, then you can kind of go forward. But
yeah,
you just don't rest in the Lord and work
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
That's why I've done 150 gigs in a year.
yeah.
Not because I was amazing at the first time I did it. I
Hmm.
wanted to get better, and repetition makes it better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's quite an interesting way of doing it that you're doing it, where you interact with the audience and obviously asking them. Yeah, I see you getting them to ask you questions and stuff like that. That's quite a good way of taking the pressure off you a little bit, and it's well, you're kind of all in it together, then, aren't you, sort of thing? Because
Yeah,
like they're
yeah,
like they don't want to be like they don't want to mess your show up, and obviously, do you know what I mean as well? You're there as well, and you're like you can just bounce off that person. Don't know. Do you normally have someone that you target straight away in the audience? You have like, or I don't know. How do you work it?
so the way I work it is before a gig, or if I don't like going on first, or sometimes it happens, but
Yeah.
often I'm going on a little bit later. So
Mhm.
I'm kind of seeing how the crowd is reacting. I was trying to pick someone mentally who I'm going to
Mhm.
talk to and who's going to be okay to interact with me.
Mhm.
So yeah, because I originally I used to ask people who was
Yeah.
who wants to come and help,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't have the balls or the gumption to actually stand up and get involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've learned not to ask people, just pick someone.
Fair enough. Fair
And if they're a
enough.
bit resistant, get the audience to do a round of applause for them to
Yeah.
kind of egg them on a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. That's very smart. I think Jimmy Carr does stuff like that as well, didn't he? Is it Jimmy Carr the one that does the does the weird? Is it Jimmy Carr that does the weird laugh? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
Carr really
yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. He's quite interesting the way he does his comedy. Is where he does that. He does goes for a stage where he does the same sort of thing, doesn't he? A little bit.
See, the thing is with Jimmy Carr, I don't know how much truth in this, but I've seen that a lot of people are saying that those are paid hecklers. So he kind of had a pre-idea of what they're going to say or what they're going to shout out.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
if that's the case,
yeah,
maybe that's show business.
yeah.
Like
He,
it's disappointing, but it's show business. Like
yeah.
if you watch it on TV, most things on TV are faked or made for your entertainment,
Hmm.
not necessarily how things are. So
Okay. So what do you think about Kevin Hart and like Eddie Murphy, the old school boys, the Steve Harveys, of their sort of style of stand up?
Do you know what? I love their style of stand up because a lot of things they talk about from a black person is like things that I can relate to.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's why Slim was my favourite comedian because he's from London and he talks about London things.
yeah, yeah.
And when you're watching TV, watch it back in the day, 80s and 90s, there wasn't many black people on TV or black positive people on TV.
No, no,
So when
no,
you
no.
saw things about Eddie Murphy and the comedians doing their thing,
Hmm.
you're like, you know what, they're telling stories that I can relate to. They
Yeah,
do well for themselves. It's a good look. And
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's a
So
good
you
look.
said you mentioned London there. What's it like for you? What was it like for you growing up in London when you was a youngster?
You know what? So it's mad. When you tell people you're from London, everyone gets scared.
Yeah,
So that's why at the beginning, when I come out, I say, you know what, I might be from London or Croydon, should we say.
yeah,
I come from the nice part of Croydon.
yeah,
That's because, yeah, I did see stuff go down, but I wasn't involved in all of that.
yeah, yeah. That's always
Like,
yeah,
there's two sides of London. There's the rough side what people see,
yeah,
and yeah, it happens, but not everyone lives that life like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
growing up in London as well. It's like obviously friends around. It's just it's. I think it's just I don't know. I was quite lucky to have like a dad and a mum in my life at the time, and obviously I think that does stand you in good stead, sort of thing, and it does steer you down. It does. There's that era of fear, that element of fear, so you can't do certain stuff. Like every black person knows about being scared of their mum, boy. So, but just obviously some boys choose to go down the other road, don't they?
that's why I still got a belt hanging up, just to remind me to behave myself.
Fair
The
enough.
belt's still there.
The belt's there, yeah.
The belt's there, just to remind me to stay level,
Fair
not to
enough.
get too high above myself. The belt's there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Doesn't get used, but yeah, it just there to remind me like to stay level.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, what does it feel then? Like, what does it feel like? Obviously, like living the dream now, sort of. You obviously want to get to a higher, you want to get to a higher level and everything. But what does it feel like when you're actually doing what you want to do? You're doing 150 gigs a year. How does it feel inside? It must make you, because obviously you said you had a year of just like with COVID and everything, just in the house, writing. It was tough. There's the mental health from everyone, and all you had was your little dream, and just I don't know. Like, what does it feel like now that you're actually doing it?
It feels amazing.
Yeah,
The fact that I've gone out and I've done something positive in my life where I could have sat down and just played computer games,
yeah.
just watched TV, I could have done nothing,
Hmm.
smoked weed or whatever. But it's not that these things are wrong, it's
Yeah,
that I could have wasted my life by doing nothing. Where now
definitely.
I'm actually going and meeting people, going to different parts of England. Do you know what? England's a beautiful country.
Yeah, definitely,
People don't know
definitely.
how beautiful it is, so people don't go and visit. But I've
Yeah,
been visiting up and down the country, and
yeah.
there's two things about England. It's beautiful and there are a lot of racist people. But that makes good material.
Yeah, but I think you have to kind of laugh at the English level of racism. Like it's actually quite hilarious nowadays. Do you know nowadays there's this horrible cringe moment now where like people just don't know what they can and can't say. It's like I wrote it's so bad. Like I'm up in like I said to you, like Hampshire area now, sort of, and like I was playing for this football team, and I had it was basically I was only there was like two black guys in the team, and there was black bibs and there was red bibs, and like one of the white guys goes, yeah, he's on the black side, sort of thing like that. And then like you saw this cringe in everyone's face. They were like, "Oh, you can't say things like that," and I was just like, "Bro, come on, man, come on, man. It's a black bib, bro. Give it a break." Do you know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of white people are at the minute, sort of thing. They just if they did no one wants to say anything now, let alone believe in black people. We don't like look at Kanye now, like with the Jewish thing like that sort of thing. I think he's missing a trick. He should have just rather than just say what he wanted to say, he kind of just generalized a little bit too much. I think.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Got to be
Def,
careful. With racism thing, like, I do play with it a bit, to be
yeah,
fair. And
yeah.
that's why recently I'm working on a new material called Is It Okay? And it's literally on homage to other comedians and people in the industry.
Hmm.
Like, you're constantly in situations, you're constantly thinking, is it okay to do these situations? So I've actually made like a long joke about is it okay? Asking the audience about certain questions. So
Yeah.
I'll give you one example. Is it okay for people to call me a monkey?
Um, I would say. Do you know what though? Like, I'll answer your question. I would say yes, it's okay if in the right context. In the right context, like I think people get too hung up on the monkey thing. I don't like because like I mean like my girlfriend, the way she is now, she's English, and obviously like they it's a big thing. What they say is, "Oh, you cheeky monkey" and stuff like that. You cheeky. They say that to children all the time, and it's meant harmlessly, but it's just said. And I think as black people, we sometimes we gotta be a bit stronger in what we take. Do you know? I think we just have to be a bit more mentally strong rather than being offended all the time. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not a monkey. You can call me if you call me a monkey. Yeah, it's like if you call me a monkey, it's whether or not I decide I want to take physical action towards you. It's like it's a choice from me. But there's no like a white person could call me a monkey and it wouldn't mean shit to me. It wouldn't mean nothing. It just I might whoop their ass just out of principle. But it doesn't actually have no power over me. Neither does the N word sort of thing as well. But back to your question, I would say yes, in the right context. Someone could say to you, yeah, you're as strong as a gorilla, you are. Something like that. And that's something they would say to anyone, but some people would get triggered by that and some people wouldn't. But what do you think, bro?
So, a
Is
bit
it,
of a mad one.
speak your
It's a
mind,
bit of a
speak your
mad one.
mind. Say,
So
speak your piece, bro.
everything is about context.
Yeah,
And in the
obviously.
context of this is a joke I'm running. So the joke I run is I ask people, is it okay to call me a monkey?
Yeah.
Is it okay to throw banana skins at me?
hmm I would
What
say
happens if you play Mario? What happens if you play Mario Kart? Does that make it different? And then that's the joke in the context that I'm running at the moment.
yeah,
Them
yeah,
situations.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
mess around with it. Like the next one is like, oh, your girlfriend wants to go away to Blackpool for the weekend,
yeah,
yeah, and bring her friend. Is that okay?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, what was it? Blackpool was a 6'1" guy from Croydon. Is that
Black.
okay now? It's
No.
not just positivity; it's actually for Paul as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you. 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 I like the way you
But then
work that in there.
I've been to some places where I mentioned where, oh, do you know what? I've got a joke called Black Privilege, and I'm going to talk about how people treat me differently being black. And
Mm,
people go, oh, no, you can't say that. I'm like, no, I can say it. It's not always bad.
yeah,
Sometimes it's a good thing.
yeah.
Like, when you go to a shop and you're like, okay, this costs £5, or I think, I want to find someone who can tell me how much this item costs.
hmm
You look around trying to find someone, but no one seems to work there.
Mm.
And as a black man living in the places I live, I never have that problem. I just ask the security guard who's been following me around for the last 20 minutes. And that's what I call my black privilege.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of genuine black privilege as well, sort of. I was thinking about that. I was just don't know what I don't know. Something made me think about that earlier, sort of thing. It was yeah. I think I was on my little stand up. I was right. I think I was right actually, and I was doing a little bit about that myself as well. I might have to make you my little counsel as well, bro. I have to like spin off you, bro, a little bit.
Yeah, we can do that. That's not a problem. I'll help you. I want to see you on that stage. Let me know when you're on stage. I'll come and watch you. Yeah?
I don't know about stage, bro. I'm probably gonna be one of these guys that just does little clips here and there, and then obviously till I build up the confidence. Till I build up the confidence, then I'll go from there.
Go watch live comedy at a lower level and you see it. It's a bit like Sunday League
Yeah,
football. Everyone
yeah.
thinks they're Ronaldo, but many people are not Ronaldo.
I
And you
did
see people mess up.
I did get that impression, because when I put the video out initially, a lot of people sent me like I said I don't mind. I'll talk to anyone. That's my thing. I'm building my thing up. I'm chatting to everyone, and obviously doesn't matter what your level, even if you're not very good, whatever. I'll speak to you, and we'll see how it goes. And obviously, do you know what I mean? We can just take it from there. But I got a lot of real bad comedians sending me their stuff. Like it was so bad. It was guys talking about their sisters, talking about their mums. It was bad, bro. And it was dark, but it's like dark with no humor sort of thing. It was just dark. And I'm like, I think they missed the trick a little bit. But like I said to them, fair play to you guys for doing it if you want me to put you on with it. But a lot of them didn't feel confident coming on to. You're the first comedian so far ready to come on live, bro, and yeah, say your piece, bro.
Yeah, it's all about showing the face and representing. So I know,
Definitely.
like I said, there's the hip hop inside me who wants to go out and like show off and represent.
Yeah, yeah,
But this is what I'm all about. But yeah, my missus comes with me and she watches a lot of gigs.
hmm
And sometimes these are like, it can be 10 people or even more on a night.
yep,
8 of them are bad. And
yep,
she's got to sit through and watch that. And then I go on stage, do
yep,
good,
yep,
but she's seen my stuff already 20
yep,
times.
yep,
She's heard it in the car for the
yep,
last 2 hours.
yep, yep.
Yeah. So
So yeah,
if you can sit through that and watch that and see, oh, do you know what? Some of these comedians aren't great, but yeah, they're cutting their teeth trying to do their thing. And
mm,
kudos to them to actually get up on stage and do that and say the things they do.
yeah, definitely,
Trust me, man, you can do it.
that takes a hell of a lot of confidence, bro, to stand up and do that, man. I'm telling you, that's a lot of confidence to do, man. Serious
It's a life
confidence.
changer for me. Trust me, like mentally, it's a life changer for me. And I represent anyone who has a feeling to do it or has any anxiety.
Hmm.
Just do it once,
Yeah.
yeah, and get that buzz when you walk off stage to a round of applause.
Hmm.
Like it's a good feeling. It's a good
So,
feeling.
so political correctness now then with in the stand-up world now, bro. What's it like, bro? Every show could be your last show in terms of offense, bro. Like I know you have to stay away from the gay stuff, and I know you have to stay away from that. I know you got no bars for that, because that's literally
Do you know
career
what?
ending, bro. So what's that like now? Because the old school guys, they never had to worry about nothing like that. They could just say it, but nowadays it's crazy. You can't say nothing.
So it kind of, yes and no. So the general rule of thumb is if you haven't experienced it,
Mm,
you can't talk about it.
yeah,
So when it comes to gay stuff, I haven't experienced it myself,
yeah,
so I can't really talk about it. And the people who are gay, there's a lot of gay comedians.
mm,
That's all they talk about, and that's cool with them.
yeah,
But so that's kind of the general rule. As long as you haven't experienced it, it's fine. Now, when
mm,
it comes to political correctness, you can get away with quite a bit because at the stage I'm at the moment, up and
mm,
coming,
yeah.
and sometimes you need to push the boundaries a little bit
Of course, yeah, of course.
to get noticed or to do what you've got to do. And
Mm,
you're not like you're famous or you're got sponsored by Adidas or whatever. So
yeah, yeah,
it's not as much of a problem.
yeah,
Just got to be mindful of it. But
yeah.
generally, you can get away with a lot. But
Mm,
also, you got to know your room. Like if you go
yeah,
into a room and you can kind of see if dark humor is not going to fly.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Don't do dark humor. Or the person who booked you shouldn't have booked you.
Mm,
I did a gig in the summer at some festival.
mm,
You see my jokes,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Seen
and there
some,
were
yeah.
kids there. There were kids there.
Mm,
And I said to the guy, like, boy, you booked me for this gig. And his kid says, like, yeah, they shouldn't be here, but we can't tell them to go.
yeah,
So what we're going to do, we're going to tell the young parents, get your kids out. If the kids are in there, then it's on you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I did my set, and yeah, some things I was chatting about, some kids shouldn't really be hearing, but they learned a lesson that day.
Yeah.
They learned a few things.
Fair
That's not on
enough.
me, that's on the parents.
Fair
So
enough. Fair enough. So what
I,
sort of area?
I
What I was gonna say,
go on.
what sort of areas you in at the minute? Like when are you next local? I might have to come and check you out, bro.
So I've got a big night. I'm not sure about nearest to you, but a big night in Croydon on Friday, or Matthews Yard,
Croydon
my
Friday.
hometown.
Okay.
Yeah, my hometown. So I'm headlining, big night. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
In about 2 hours' time, I'm performing in Oxford City Centre.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for that.
Hmm.
Uh, got one in Bristol next week. That's with Junior Simpson.
Wow, 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 wow. So
Yeah, traveling up and down the
you
country.
live. It sounds like you're living it. You're doing it, then, bro. You're living the dream, putting yourself out there, bro. You're doing it, man. That's the main thing, man.
Yeah, like once people see me, because when I come on stage, people are like, "Who is this guy?" But once they see how I run my thing,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
normally they're impressed and they call me back and say, "Do you know what? I paid more to come back." I'm like, "Yeah, you pay me. I'll do whatever. It's good."
Fair enough, fair enough. It's obviously it got to be rewarding then in terms of financially, in terms of the gigs and stuff. Is it decent? Is it? What's it saying?
Um, starts off, it's not. Starts
Okay,
off, it's not. I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to make some money. I wouldn't
okay,
say millions, but I'm doing okay. It's not
yeah,
gonna like. I'm not gonna give up my day job
yeah,
because it's not that kind of thing. But
hmm,
yeah, you got to put yourself out there. It is an investment, but just the feeling you get. Like I had a gig in Retford the other day,
hmm,
and there's this guy and this woman come up to me, and they said to me that they've had a horrible week,
mm,
like loads of stuff's gone on in their life. They're two friends,
hmm.
and they've just come out for a night out to enjoy themselves, and I've made their week.
Oh, that's
The
nice.
human aspect of that, and the makes way you makes you feel, the fact you've made someone's week.
Definitely,
Like
definitely.
I don't care about the money side of things, but
And
that I'll do the
that's
gig purely for that.
Yeah, that's so true. Like you can like no amount of money can pay you for some sort of like some experience, or when you do something, when you a good deed, you feel like you've done something great, sort of thing. Like someone comes to you and says to you, "Oh, you really made my day. Oh, I really appreciate what you've done for me." That's more than money, and some people don't understand that, but it's a crazy feeling. It's like, yeah, so I totally understand what you're saying there, bro.
But yeah, the thing is, those two people, yeah, like
Mm,
They should have been together. And I said to them, like, I don't know what's going on with you two, but you two need to be together. The guys kind of like give me a nod. The girl's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, look, you two need to be together. You laugh together, you enjoy
Mm.
yourself together. Like, this is it. And guess what? They're
Yeah.
together now. They're
Wow.
together now.
Wow. So you used the charm to
Yeah.
get. Was it a date at something then? Was it like, or was it a date he was on or
It's
something?
just two friends who was having a bad time who decided to just go out and do
Wow.
something together. And
Wow.
now they're doing more things together.
Fair play. Fair play. Fair
Just
play.
P baby on the way.
Fair play. Fair play. All right, bro. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, but I would like a little 5 minute demonstration from you, bro. If you got it in you, I'll try to. I know it's interactive. I'll try to. I'll try to. Yeah, try to be the best candidate I can be, or the best guest I can be, just to sort of speed it along. But yeah, bro, the floor is yours, my man. What you got for
Here we go.
us?
Here we go. So the first joke I've got is called Behind the Bins. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What's the joke called?
Behind the bins.
Nice and loud.
Behind the bins.
Need you to remember. I need you to remember that now. Okay.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I've got a problem with Amazon delivery drivers.
Okay.
Every time I order a package, they don't deliver it to my house. Guess they deliver it to.
Behind the bins.
I don't live there. I don't know what they're going on with. Now, recently, I made a delivery from Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And on the app, the first thing it says, oh, it's in the oven.
Mm.
The second step, it's in delivery.
Hmm.
But the first step, guess what it said?
Behind the bins.
Once again, I don't live on Sesame Street, so I don't know what these people are going on with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I met a girl about 21 years ago, nice
Hmm.
looking girl, at a bar. Comes up to me, taps on the shoulder, says, I think you look nice. Meet me outside in 5 minutes. Well, I go outside, 4 minutes, 55 seconds later, I'm looking for this girl, can't find her nowhere. Hearing her voice, I'm over here. Guess where she was?
Behind the bins.
She can fucking stay there. Is
uh,
what I should have said. But like I said, I'm from Croydon, so I did what I needed to do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Now I'm at a point of my life where my kids ask me questions like where I met their mum. Now I'd
Mm.
love to say it's something romantic, like on Tinder or something like that. But that's not the case. Guess where I met the mum?
Behind the bins.
You was literally with you. It's like the bar.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Now my kid, my son,
Mm.
his nickname is Pock, P-O-C-C.
Hmm.
And people say it's such an interesting name. How do you get it? And I was like, it's a sign I saw when I met his mum and showed me it's the right person.
Hmm.
Do you know what P-O-C-C stands for?
Nope.
Property of Croydon Council.
Fair play. Fair play.
Right, my next joke, yeah, is called Fuck That.
Fuck that. Okay.
What's it called?
Fuck that.
Nice and loud.
Fuck that.
Need you to remember that.
Fair enough.
Right, so I've got three boys, all different ages, and they always ask me for advice.
Hmm.
Now, my youngest son, he called up one day and he's in detention. He's like, Dad, I want to come and see you, but I'm in detention.
Hmm.
What should I do?
Fuck
That's
that.
what I said to him. You're my son. No one could stop you from seeing me. Come, it's fine. I'll deal with repercussions. Now, my next son is a little bit older now.
Hmm.
Yeah? He's at a point where he's not really getting on with his mum. He calls up and says, Dad, I'm trying to keep him at the house and I don't want to live behind the bins.
Mm.
What should I do? That's what I said.
Fuck that.
You're my son. I don't think your mum, I don't like your mum either. Come with me, it's cool. Now, my third son, once again, a little bit older, he's dating now. He's met a lovely lady.
Mm.
First day he went cinema. Second day he went for a meal. He's like, Dad, I really like this girl. What do I do for a third date?
Fuck
That's
that.
what I said. And now I'm a granddad.
Hey.
For the third time. Now, what I didn't tell you, I've got an
Yeah.
11-year-old daughter, and on this particular weekend, a 14-year-old boy knocks on my door. Can I play with your daughter? Guess what I said?
Hell no.
Damn right, I said hell no.
Yeah. I
Right,
see.
I
I see
saw
where
the
you.
film.
I see where you were going with that, but I thought, fuck that.
I said, yeah, she's 11 years old, but you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's a film in the cinema recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black actor, black director.
Mm.
You know what the film's called? It's a horror film filmed in the day.
No, what's it called?
Nope. What's the film called?
Fuck that.
No, the film's called Nope.
Oh, nope. Okay, nope. Okay.
Yeah. Right, I need you to remember that.
Nope.
No,
Okay.
met my girlfriend's dad for the very first time, and wasn't really impressed when he saw me.
Hmm.
He looked at me, he looked at her, that's what he said.
Nope.
I met her friends the same weekend. They were a little bit more impressed when they did see me. He looked at me, smiled, pulled it to one side, and they said, "Is it true what they say about all black men?" That's what she said.
Nope.
Baby, you? She said, yeah.
Fair enough.
They love their moms.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Now,
Nice, nice.
I'll tell you another one, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
So, online dating. Have you done online dating before?
Once or twice. Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah. So, you might know what this is then. So, I met a girl online who came to be what they call BBW.
Mm.
You know what BBW is, yeah?
Is it, do you know what? I thought it meant is it what was it? Was it beautiful white women or something like that, or something like, or big? I can't.
Big, beautiful woman.
Oh, big beautiful women. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm a black man. I'm a connoisseur of such things.
Mm.
However, when I met this girl and turned up for the first date, she wasn't a BBW.
No.
6 months pregnant.
What was she saying?
And I was like, yo, Showers, why are you going and telling people you're BBW and clearly you're pregnant? I can tell. She's like, well, just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean I don't like sex. And mama still needs to get love. I was like, fair enough. It's not like it's my kid getting poked in the face. So I did what I needed to do.
Fair enough.
For me and Sharon, we had a good time for a couple months, but then we kind of went on separate ways. Now, I bet 6 years later, I see Sharon in the street, walking down the street with a cross-eyed child.
Mm.
And I'm like, yo, Sharon, is that the same child with inside you who was dating? She's like, yeah. She tapped the child on the back of his shoulder and says, go and give your uncle Peter a hug. The child out to me, full speed, headbutt me straight in the nuts. I'm like, yo, Sharon, what's your child going with you? Is your child autistic? She's like, no, just remembered you, that's all.
Oh shit.
And
That's
that's
some.
just a snippet of what I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, fair play, fair play, fair play, bro. Lovely having you on, bro. Definitely,
Hey,
definitely looking,
thank you for having me, man.
definitely looking to have you on again, bro. I'll definitely be communicating with you and stuff, bro. And I'll be sending you some of my material, bro. Let me know what you think. And then when I'm
One more thing, bro. I'm a baller.
fair
Yeah,
play,
so I can see you've watched a couple of your videos. You're talking about football and that.
yeah.
Get me involved. I'm a baller.
Oh
Like
yeah,
a
yeah.
Liverpool fan.
What's you're
Yeah.
you're a Liverpool fan. Damn, bro. Damn. Well, you lot were doing well, boy. Last year, last 3 years, I would say, you lot had me shook, man. You lot had me shook. I was just like, how are they playing like this? The intensity,
I was mad.
the stamina and everything. It was just crazy. They were just pressing like mad and destroying everyone. And then now it's sort of gone a little. It's gone a little bit down. I know you had that win against Tottenham, but it's gone a little downhill at the minute,
Do
bro.
you know what? Football is the worst. Being a football fan is the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
definitely.
the highs he's given me is amazing, but the
Yeah,
lows he's given me, and no, as a football fan, you're never gonna get constant highs or
yeah,
constant lows.
yeah, yeah.
So like, man, it's bad stressful. But you know what? The team's tired. They look tired. They look like they've got no fresh ideas,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think
hopefully
as
they can
well.
turn the corner.
Yeah, I think as well. A lot of the teams now are all worried about getting injured for the World Cup. So I think a lot of the players are like a little bit standoffish, sort of thing. But Arsenal ain't playing around at the minute, are they, bro?
Arsenal ain't ramping. You know what? I don't have a second team, but if it was, it probably would be them because I got my closest friend is an Arsenal fan, and I've watched a couple of games with him.
Mm,
So like, I won't say I'm a fan, but
yeah,
like I look out for them, and it's good to see them doing well.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Not my team, and I always like to batter them when we play them. But other
Yeah,
than that, I like to see them do well. So
yeah.
like that new kit they got, that away, no, the training kit they got,
Yeah, yeah.
the yellow and green one with like the
Mm,
Jamaican flag.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
kit's fire! Wow,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's decent, bro. It's decent
a
still.
hot kit.
It's
But yeah,
decent. It's decent still, man. Yeah, so you like the football then, yeah? I definitely have you on,
yeah,
bro.
man,
Definitely have you
big
on, bro.
football. I play myself.
Yeah. You still play or
Yeah,
not?
Yeah, even though I'm 40 years old, I do still playing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, still banging them goals.
Yeah, yeah, I'm nearly 40 as well, you know. I'm nearly 40, I'm what am I, 38 now, and
Yeah.
yeah, you
Don't
know what?
crack.
You just get smart. I think you just get smarter and you just learn. It's like I played because I coach football as well. I coach like under 16s, and I've done it for like last 5, 6 years, and like you just tend to get a lot smarter. Like I played a game like about I think it's about 2 years ago. I played a game, and it was like first 10 minutes I made the mistake of thinking I was 18 again, and I was just dead. I looked so embarrassed and I was just dead. Second half comes now. Second half comes now. I came on. I think we was like 6-2 down. And like I know how to beat the offside line. I know how to run it. I'm just something I've always been able to do. Stay on side. Like literally within like 5-10 minutes, I said to myself, right, I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna chase down every ball. I'm gonna run for a few balls. You know, run for a few balls and just take it easy. No more like because when you're younger, you know, you just pick the ball up from the halfway line. You just start running at people. That's the way I used to play like all the time. I used to be like a little bit of a razzle dazzler, bro. So, but as soon as I got past that initial bit, bro, I'm just like, yeah.
And I get that. I still play like I'm 18. I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah.
I run around full speed like all the time.
That's
But
good. That's good, bro. If you can do that, boy. I can't do that no more. 10 minutes, not even like two hard sprints, bro, and I'm blowing, bro. I'm blowing. Especially with these young kids, like these young kids ones. I played against these 18-year-old kids at it's like a little power league sort of thing, like 3G pitches and everything. It was 7 aside, and they just spanked the life out of me. They were so fast and fit. They just got an unlimited tank, bro. It's just crazy. So I was just like, nah, this ain't for me no more. And I've retired so many times. And I'm seeing so many injuries now, you know. And man's got when you got to get up and go to work in the mornings, you know, it's tough, bro. It's tough. So we got if you don't retire from football, if you stay in there long enough, will retire you, bro. So
yeah. I broke my leg 2 years ago, and
oh nah, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I
before
can't.
then I was invincible. And the time I
Mm,
broke my leg, different
yeah,
story.
yeah. The
Different story.
bones, the bones is ain't what they are, bro. They just can't handle it anymore. I fall over, hurt my hand. My hand's hurting for 3 weeks, bro. Just like a little bump. It's madness. It's madness. Anyway, bro, I can see you gotta go, but lovely having you on. Yep, sir.
Before I go, I've got one more joke to tell you. That's
Go for it,
cool.
bro. Go for it, bro.
Right. So what it is, yeah, is it's like a bit of a sketch I used to work on. So I love the idea of doing called like magic tricks.
Magic tricks, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a magic trick that my running my family for generations.
Mm.
Yeah, my granddad taught it to my dad, and my dad taught it to me.
Mhm.
Okay, do you want to see it?
Go for it, bro.
Yeah, so this is something my dad taught me.
Mhm.
Ready? 3, 2.
Oh shit. Daddy, you coming back? You coming back? You promised to come back. That was Just P, people. Shout out to Just P. Make sure you